Alright, so now we are at the Pokemon Sword and Shield website because it was suggested by some viewers that we look over some information here. And I figured, alright, at that point, why don't we just, like, kind of examine the site in general and see what's going on it. I assume it's getting constant updates and probably having new information added to it all the time. At this point, it's had some time to cook, so what do we got on this? Well, first off, on the background, I'm kind of interested in that animation. I think this is all footage we've seen before. I'm not certain. Some of that might be new. But, okay, first off, I'm kind of curious. What special offers? Ah, yes. Huh. If you pre-purchase a Pokemon Sword and Shield double pack at Amazon, you receive a code for exclusive code studded leather case for your trainer. Oh, I don't care. The best way to buy Sword and Shield was the Pokemon Center offer because you got these. Yeah, here we go. For everybody not aware of this, I'm just going to point this out because it's kind of awesome. If you pre-order one of the games through this, whether you get the double pack or not, you will randomly receive one of the starters as a plush. If I had known about this before I bought my EB Games pre-order, I wouldn't have bought the EB Games pre-order. I would have gone it this way. Because, yeah, that's kind of cool. But, because I mean, it's just a free plush. Why not? If you use developer functions, you can fetch the content in the background easily. This is true. At least I imagine you can. I haven't really... I'll be honest. Firefox, I don't usually use Firefox outside of streaming. So I'm not entirely sure how you inspect elements perfectly in Firefox. I'm better with Chrome, admittedly. But, oh, there we go. Found it. Let's see. VG video is playing. BG video, homepage MP4. Here we go. I'll just take that. Thank you very much. Let's make a new tab real fast. And there. Oops. I broke something. How about that? There we go. So that gets me the MP4. I think it is just trailer footage, but that's cool. That was actually easier than I thought it would be. Yeah, I've seen this. This was one of the earlier trailers, I believe. Nothing too crazy here. I mean, it shows a lot of environments. It shows those raid beacons. But nothing too crazy here. Let's scroll down, though. So, obviously, we've seen a lot of things with the numerous reveals, but let's see if there's any extra details. For instance, the cap system. Let's see about this. So that's just going to present the same video we've already seen, I guess. Actually, what video is this? Is this the same video, or? Not exactly. Oh, hi, Pseudo-Wudo. For like one frame. Oh. This is a little bit different. Let's go ahead and watch this. So, again, if he's attacked when he's holding the fish, he spits it out. I would like to know what happens if he isn't attacked, though. Yeah, definitely interested in that. There's Garvantula, yes! Garvantula, you're Beerus, I bet you're happy. Yeah, the camping system, though. Yeah, let's watch over this video, because it does seem a little different. There does seem to be different... There's Pikachu, of course there's Pikachu. Why wouldn't there be Pikachu, right? Oh, hi, Vileplume. You're, like, taking up the whole shot and blocking the Pokemon behind you. Vileplume, you're very rude. He looks offended, like, how dare you say that? What is this ball? Is it based on something? It looks similar to something. Look, maybe it's kind of like Zigzagoon pattern. Plume sucks. Hey. Hey. He smells. He doesn't suck. That's the difference. He's just blocking Pikachu. I don't care if he's blocking Pikachu. Thank you, Vileplume. Oh, yeah. What are you thinking, buddy? Ah. Headbutt. Yes. Seems like a lot of them don't like the tickling. They kind of attack you. Oh my! Oh, hello, every evolution! Whoa, why are there so many, though? Hold on. I thought there could only be 6 Pokemon in a camp. You know, a normal team. Maybe if you're visiting another player's camp, your Pokemon can interact with there, so it could be up to 12. So, obviously, we have Espeon, Umbreon, Glaceon, Leafeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon. No Sylveon. And we got Eevee, of course. Sylveon's not here for some reason. Hopefully that doesn't mean that he's not in the game, because Sylveon is... I mean, if they have all these evolutions, and Sylveon is in the game. It's a cat toy, you're not exactly tickling. Oh, it's a cat toy. I'm stupid. Oh, wait, there's Sylveon. I was like, but there is a shadow over there. Maybe I should hold on a second. Yeah, there's Sylveon. Never mind, it's fine. This is the best party right here. Best party. They're all showing their butts. None of them are caring about the camera. Never mind the fact that's too many evolutions for a party. Screw you. It's the best party. Wait, Alcremie can be found in multiple flavors? I guess mint and strawberry in this case? Actually, no, that looks like a four-leaf clover, but I'm guessing it's mint. Also, I didn't know it could be found in multiple flavors. This is news to me. So we have mint and strawberry so far. Is that it? I'm gonna assume there's more. You can cook curry about the... Yes, cook curry for the evolution squad. This is good. I like the little celebrations the Pokemon do when you start cooking. That's great. That reminds me of a dog just getting really excited about some food being made. Wow, you could use a lot of berries, can't you? And yeah, this is much like the what game allowed you to do multiplayer puffin making? I don't remember which one it was, but this is very similar to that. I just realized something. Alright, throw in the berries. Alright, here's my package of sausages. Great, just throw the package of sausages in. Should I take them out of the package? Nah, it adds flavor. Plastic is good for Pokemon. It's fine. Oh, what's this? Wait, what is Jolteon doing? Hold on. Wow, Jolteon just... I love the timing of that. By the way, the player character and the Jolteon matching their movements. Jolteon's mouth. Close, dude. Close, dude. That's kind of adorable. That actually legitimately makes me wonder what the animations will be like for each Pokemon with this, because that's actually pretty damn cute. The Pokemon animations of Pokemon are, well, the Eating animation is bad, but the syncing up is adorable. If that's supposed to be eating animation, it looks more like he's just like. Honestly, I didn't even take that as an eating animation. I took that as Jolteon like ready to like watching the player intently. Like, what do you think of the stew? And then Jolteon celebrates if the player likes it. It looks like Jolteon's just... It looks like Jolteon kind of has the expression of a cook who just made something and is like watching somebody about to taste what they made. Is like in rapt attention. That is an eating animation. That is not an eating animation. That is a I hope you like the stew animation. That's what it looks like. That is a bad eating animation though. Yeah, sad about that. Oh well. It's still pretty cute though. Oh wait, hold on, wait. I want to see more of these curry types. No. I want to see BR Bean. I should slow down the video again, shouldn't I? I can't do that here, though, probably. Nope, there it is. The bitterness of the curry roe neutralizes the taste of the beans. Even those who hate beans can enjoy this dish. Okay. Dry fried food curry. The fried foods are cloaked in a thick layer of oil. Even the dry seasoning has been dulled. I like... Ooh, fried food curry. That sounds good. The combination of oily fried food with a sweet curry roe is, well, I'll just say it's acquired taste. Huh. It's like French fries in this. A strongly seasoned, stimulating spice dish, truly a curry for the curry lover. Okay. Remember how to go frame by... Oh, that's right. Does that work here? I guess it is. No, it doesn't work here, my friends. This is not a YouTube video. Well, it kind of is, but it doesn't work like one. So I can't use the trick. I guess I could probably click to go the actual... Whatever, I'm lazy. So I'm assuming this is just a video I missed that is already released, but whatever. Gives us more information. More things to theory craft, so why not? Splatoon intensifies. It's like similar to what we watched, but a little bit different too. You can't go full build. Yeah, I can't. Um. League cards. Okay, league cards. That's new to me. Okay, so these are league cards. Which, I guess are similar to trainer cards, or what? Okay. Oh, well, rank 1. Okay, so it is a ranking thing, like you said. Because I know he's cool and powerful and stuff, so rank 1 makes sense. These are, you know what these are. These are just, you know what's going on here. These are football cards. These are trading cards kids get for involving their favorite sports people. Remember, there's a sports theme for this game, for the gems and all. So it's player cards. That's what it is. Yeah. Just like those old, you know. Well, baseball cards and stuff are still around, you know. I never cared about them, but all right. What? Why is he wearing a battery? Bagpipes. Bagpipes. Wonder where this song plays actually. Okay. And it's used for the versus screens. I actually really like this song. Very Celtic as well. I look forward to hearing the music. It sounds like the music's pretty good overall. Yeah, I mean, aren't these the same videos though? Okay, here we go. So, I mean, we know the most about the starters, I suppose, at this point, but is there anything special here? Stick held by Grookey was originally branched from the forest where the troops of Grookey live, but it's no longer a simple branch. It has gained special powers after you expose the energy within Grookey's body. So it's like Brexon's stick, then? They can give energy to plants. Its great fur creates energy from sunlight. Wilted flowers and leaves have been seen to regain their color, and Grookey drums with its stick near them. Okay. Score Buddy, which is, I think, everybody's favorite right now. I like Score Buddy. Its powerful legs are its pride. Score Buddy uses its powerful legs to run and jump around its opponents, confusing and disorienting. The soles of its feet can become very hot, and Score Buddy can kick opponents, damage, burn them, too. Score Buddy's second heart, its fire sac. Score Buddy has a fire sac in his chest, which contains viscous fire energy. If Score Buddy is able to increase its heart rate and body temperature by running around warming up properly, the true power of its fire energy will be awakened, and its physical capabilities will greatly increase. Fire sac. That kind of reminds me of Drake. Some lore involving dragons involving fire sacs. Weird. Huh. Sobble, you look oh man, Sobble looks like a water type that does not like water. I feel bad for him. What is this picture? This is just sad. It disappears when it touches water. When Sobble touches water, its body changes its pattern and color, allowing it to blend with its surroundings. Sobble's a bit timid, and so if it gets nervous or embarrassed, it will secrete the water within its body like sweat and disappear into the surroundings. I see. Tears as potent as 100 onions. Sobble's tears are capable of making others cry. This effect is so strong it is said that its tears are as potent as 100 onions. If Sobble feels threatened, it will start to bawl and spread its tears around the area, causing everyone around it to start crying uncontrollably. Sobble then uses distraction as a chance to escape. Sobble just needs a hug. Invisible, I guess? It sounds like it's camouflage, kind of like a Kecleon thing. Pattern and color, so it seems to be camouflage based around water. That's kind of interesting that this looks like these Pokemon are being placed. Yeah, it looks like they're in order of reveal, because it's kind of weird to have the legendary just in the front like this, but kind of makes sense. So we don't know much about the legendaries. There's no extra details like with the starters. So a shiny blade can cut through anything. Zacian attacks so gracefully that its movements can even captivate its opponents. It holds what appears to be a sword in its mouth. Yeah, we're gonna keep mum on the details. That makes sense. Might I note one thing about their feet? Their feet are almost hoof-like, which is kind of interesting. Perhaps to match the night theme, maybe they're having a sort of equine appearance, very slightly to their feet to kind of demonstrate a knight's horse. Perhaps. Those are death claws. I mean, I know they're claws, but they're very long claws. You know what I mean? And they're shaped like hooves, nonetheless. They're definitely claws. But those are some long old claws right there. Makes sense, though, for a sword Pokemon. Though he has them, too. Good old Zamazenta, right? That's how you say it. Its Gleaming Shield can turn it back any attack. Regal just moves overwhelming the opponent to face it. Its body is covered in what seems to be a shield. Still think its design is a little silly, but it's not the worst design. Shield bro. Philosopher. Its pollen has a healing effect. For its lands of clean water and air, its pollen has a healing effect. Its pollen works on people too, and has been used as a common folk medicine remedy for children of the Galar region to be given a tea made from this pollen when they feel ill. Oh, maybe Glossifer can work with Poltergeist on that tea. I don't know. Possibly. It moves with the wind. Travels over a long distance by getting blown along by the wind. It controls the direction of its travels by twisting its body and petals. That is not the first Pokemon to do that. The cotton line of Pokemon, Cottony and the others, Cottony is actually an example, but they also got Jumpluff and stuff, Drifloon. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that travel via the wind, actually. Now I think about it. Jumpluff. Very easy. If I recall Jumpluff's Pokedex description, it was something along the line of it's exceptionally easygoing. It does not care where it gets put by the wind, basically. Fairy type that rides a flower. Oh yeah, I remember that. Glossifer though, or let's see, Eldegoss. That's the evolution. Its cotton puff protects it from enemies. When it evolves in Eldegoss, its head becomes covered in thick cotton fluff. Its cotton fluff serves as a cushion, helping to protect Eldegoss's head from damage. The tiny seeds attached to the cotton fluff are said to be highly nutritious, beneficial to both Pokemon and people. Spreads these seeds throughout the region by setting them on the wind, making the soil of the Galar region rich in nutrients. Sounds like a very, very lush region, really. Flambaby, that's it. Flambaby. But good old Wooloo here. Extremely fluffy body. That's adorable. The white fleece that covers their bodies grows throughout their lives, and it will fully grow back in 3 months, even if the Wooloo has been completely shorn. The fleece is used for clothing and carpets and the like, and is very popular as a specialty product of the Galar region. A friendly Pokemon that craves stability. Wooloo live as a herd and mimic the actions of their trainer and herd leader. They dislike conflict, and if they need to escape from their enemies, they will simply roll away. We have seen the rolling. They do that. Well, I think Wooloo is one of people's favorites so far as new Pokemon. I'm happy to see another sheep. You could argue it's a little bit trite considering there is the Flaffy line, but I think Wooloo's cute. I like Wooloo. It's good to have more sheep. So Corviknight. Here's another reason I don't think the whole statement that this might be a legendary is not really true, because if it was, it wouldn't be having stats. I'm pretty sure about that. And it has stats. It's actually, wow, that's a tall bird. 7'3". I think it's taller than a human then, definitely. Well, I mean, we already knew that, but yeah. Flying Steel. Dashing Lord of the Skies. It says that Corviknight is the strongest Pokemon living in the skies of the Galar region. That's a pretty strong claim for a region that is most likely going to have dragon types, given the European themes. And if it has dragon types, there's most likely flying dragon types. So that's an interesting statement. It can often be seen fearlessly soaring through the air. Many say that any Pokemon foolish enough to challenge Corviknight are sent running with just a sharp glare and a cry from this fearsome Pokemon. Corviknight possess superb flying skills and high intelligence. Because of this, many of them work for the company called Galar Taxi, helping transport people from town to town. Many of them work for the company. This is not a legendary. It is a cool Pokemon, though. Also, I like the fact that we have a Raven here and their intelligence as a stat is noted. Because, for those unaware, ravens and crows in real life are some of the smartest birds. I really like them. Where did I hear the rumor? I fucking don't know. I just know I heard it. I cannot source. I'm sorry. Regardless, I never believe the rumor, so it's not a big deal. Dreadnought. I don't really care about Dreadnought too much, but it is a snappy turtle, so that's a cool design all the same. The sharp, jagged fangs of the bite Pokemon Dreadnought are strong and sharp enough to bite through rock and iron. Though it has an extremely heavy rock shell, its well-developed muscles allow it to move quickly. Dreadnought is known to be extremely vicious and takes a skilled trainer to tame and handle this Pokemon. It seems that some trainers will release Dreadnought back into the wild once they discover they can't handle it. Okay. Corviknight looks a bit sinister. Yeah, they're probably... I get a dark personality vibe from that. Alcremie, though. An idol to all pastry chefs. Alcremie can produce whipped cream, which becomes richer the happier Alcremie is filling. Desserts made using this cream are invariably delicious, so many pastry chefs strive to have an Alcremie as their partner. So they can literally produce food. That's nice. Its cream has a soothing effect. When attacked by an opponent, El Cream will throw sweet scented cream to distract them or temporarily blind them. Cream in the face is a bit blinding. Giving itself time to escape. The cream it uses for this purpose has an incredibly powerful soothing effect, and any opponent that tries to eat the cream will rapidly lose the will to battle. Alright. Now, this doesn't mention the other form. It just shows the strawberry form, not the mint form, too. Also, hi, Hyper. A lot of support Pokemon revealed. Double battles might be important. It's a good point. A lot of people like Yamper is cute. Yamper is cute. I do wonder why he stole Fultzel's inflatable, though. It's kind of a question I have. I know it's actually fur, because as the image shows, but still. I have to make the joke. It's drawn to moving things. Yamper has a tendency to be drawn to things that are moving quickly. It can chase after people and Pokemon, or even go charging at vehicles. It crackles as it runs. Yamper has an organ in its body that generates electricity, and this organ is activated when a Yamper runs around. Yamper can't store the electricity it generates, so it's often seen running around with electric sparks crackling around for it. This Pokemon sounds like it could cause like accidental shortages on things by just touching them. Double battles are the official battle mode. It's true. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yamper's ability Ball Fetch is a new ability introduced in these titles, and it will come to play when you throw a Pokeball at a wild Pokemon that failed to catch it. As long as the Yamper isn't holding an item, it will go fetch the first Pokeball that failed to catch a Pokemon, regardless of what type of Pokeball it is. Okay, on one hand, this is one of the most useless abilities for any sort of battling that I've heard of. But on the other hand, that's really adorable. What a good boy. What a good boyo. It's not very... This is purely not useful for paddling, but it's adorable still. If you're going to catch a Pokemon, I guess having a Yamper around wouldn't be a bad thing to have. Of course, you'd also have to be the one out, so you know, obviously couldn't be useful in catching. If you're trying to catch a Graveler, you're not going to have Yamper out. You know. But still, it's kind of cute. So, Roly-Coly. So it is coal. I had a feeling, but I wasn't actually sure. Steam engine heat proof. Okay. Has no problem dashing through dark areas or rough terrain. Its red eye can illuminate dark areas while it uses the lump of coal attached to its body like a wheel to move through coal mines and caves. It seems to be able to travel smoothly even over rough terrain. Every household once needed one. Until about 100 years ago, every household in the Galar region had a Roly-Coly. The families would use the coal that dropped off its body for cooking and heating their homes. Even in the modern day, the Roly-Coly is a very popular Pokemon to take for outdoor activities. Roly-Coly's ability, Steam Engine, is a new ability introduced in these titles. A Pokemon with this ability will get a speed stat boost if it's hit with water or fire type move during battle. Okay. Fair enough. And also it fits with the theme of not only the European theme, but also the industrial theme. It kind of has a European early industrial theme, this region, I noticed. Also, might I note that, this screenshot here of the cave, we've seen this cave before in another trailer, but I just wanted to note that I think this cave looks very pretty, and I'm looking forward to seeing the dungeon, basically the cave designs and the kind of dungeony areas designs, if indeed there is detail like this. It's weak to water. Well, it's weak to water, but it gets a speed boost, at least if it doesn't die to it, to the water attack. The Industrial Revolution was very strong in Britain. Yeah, it's kind of where it started, really. Charm, I wonder if you could have a Latias form. That's a really random question. I don't really care for Latias or Latias. I think their designs are kind of silly, personally. Why do you look familiar to me? Duraludon's design reminds me of another Pokemon, and I'm not sure which one it reminds me of, but... Wasn't there a Glacier Pokemon that has similar shape to this guy? I don't remember. But let's see. A light but sturdy body of metal. The metal composing its body is incredibly Avalig. It does look actually, you know what? Retro Ice is not a bad comparison. But also, let me look at Avalig real fast. I mean, okay, kind of, sort of. They look like they could be vaguely related, but no. Probably just thinking of Retro Ice, actually. A little bit. It kind of does. Kind of has. I mean, it's the same type. So well, it's not the same type. What am I talking about? It's not an ice type at all. Blah, my brain. Well, it does have a similar kind of appearance, though. Very vaguely, but... The metal comprising its body is incredibly durable, but also surprisingly light. It only weighs about 88 pounds in total. Thanks to this, Duraludon, it can move quite quickly in spite of its appearance. Its body is weak to corrosion, however. It is known to rust easily. Duraludon live in caves and mountainous areas. Their two arms have slightly different shapes from each other. Oh yeah, they do. And they use these to grind out rock surfaces for food. They share their habitat with Triadator, and these two Pokemon are often seen battling each other in the mountains of the Galar region. Yeah, I get it. Honestly, it could lock its fists together too, with those shapes. Walgs? I don't know what Walgs are, but okay. Looks like a Tower and Callus. Would not be surprising considering there seems to be a building based on Sigillith. So, Galarian Wheezy. This design. This design is a design. It emits purified air from the tops of its heads. Galarian Wheezy consumes polluted air and poisonous gas for sustenance. The air and gases absorbed will have toxins removed before being spewed out again from the tops of Wheezy's heads. Apparently, the air produced through this purification process is very clean. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by this, but okay. Wheezy that's eco-friendly. Poison gas gathers around its mouth. The toxins accumulate within the Wheezy's body is formed into concentrated poison gas clouds that leak out and drift around it. The gas is so potent that even a whiff is enough to stun and immobilize an opponent. It is Wheezy's best weapon during battles. Well, okay, what it releases at the top is clean air. What it releases around itself is not. So, kind of not and kind of is eco-friendly, I guess. And I have to say, Galarian Zigzagoon and Galarian, this whole line is pretty great. The free-wheeling original species of Zigzagoon. Oh, original species! So okay. So the Zigzagoon of the Galar region move about however they like and never settle down. They are known to inhabit all areas of regions, including fields, forests, and even towns. So though you gotta find them everywhere. There is some speculation that the zigzag movements of the Zigzagoon in other regions stem from the restless nature of the Galarian Zigzagoon, which is considered to be the oldest branch of the species. So this is the origin species of Zigzagoon. Interesting. It has a provocative attitude and enjoys battle. Galarian Zigzagoon enjoy battles and will charge at people and other Pokemon in an attempt to provoke a fight. This behavior usually succeeds in starting a battle with other Pokemon, but humans tend to think the Galarian Zigzagoon is just playing or showing affection. It seems to cause Galarian Zigzagoon some frustration when people don't get angry, even though it's trying to provoke them. You're too cute. I'm sorry, buddy. Even as gangstery as you look, you're still too cute. Oh goodness. All right. Of course, we have Lanoon, Galarian. And what do we have about this? Galarian Lanoon can reach speeds of over 60 miles an hour and can deliver devastating tackles and headbutts. These attacks have enough destructive force to knock even a car away, but they can also throw Lanoon off balance if they miss. It's popular among unhappy and angry youths. Okay. Galarian Lanoon are rash and fearless, and they will recklessly pick fights even with opponents stronger than themselves. Their fearlessness is rather a tendency to attack opponents head-on, make Galarian Lanoon very popular among the disaffected youths of the Galar region. They have nowhere to direct their frustration and anger. Edgy, yes. Then, of course, we have Obstagoon. So, evolution spurred on by a harsh environment. The Lanoon of the Galar region live in harsh conditions compared to those found in other regions, or fierce competition against others of their species. Their survival instincts have been honed as a result of leading to their evolution into Obstagoon. So we have an explanation here why Obstagoon exists for the Galarian line of Zigzagoon, but not for the normal line of Zigzagoon. And that reason is the fact that the environment's too harsh, and thus they are spurred on to evolve a third time, which is actually really interesting when you think about it. Because this implies that Pokemon in different regions can evolve to different amounts, depending on how their lifestyle is. That's actually a really interesting point, when you think about it. This means that Pokemon are not set in stone as far as how they evolve, which, granted, there's always branches, always ways Pokemon can evolve different ways, such as evolutions being a famous example, but this is showing that depending on the environment they live in, they may stop evolving at a certain point or continue evolving at a certain point. Which is actually quite an interesting detail. Easily obstructed for counterattacking. Alola region causes this to be a thing. The Alola region created new forms. Yes, actually a good example there too because of all the type changes that happened. That was another case of adaptation changing how evolution works. But that was a case of, well, for instance, Vulpix and Ninetales became ice types, but they were still Vulpix and Ninetales. This is completely new, though, Obstagoon. This is a bit more distinct, I would say. The Obstagoon is extremely combative. It seems it often doesn't launch the first attack. It'll taunt an opponent going into attacking. When it does, Obstagoon will cross its arms and meet the incoming attack with its upstart move. Obstagoon is especially skilled at clearing its opponents off guard and counterattacking with sharp claws. So it likes to do counterattacks, yeah. Now, this is probably my least favorite Pokemon right now, Morpeko. Some Pokemon can change their form, often because of the effects of certain items and their own ability. Some of these form changes don't simply change the Pokemon's appearance, they can also change the effect of the moves or change its ability. Yes, we know this. But there's a very specific reason I don't like this Pokemon. I don't mind its ability. The hangry thing is pretty interesting. Morpeko constantly generates electricity with its sacks and its cheeks. This consumes energy, causing Morpeko to be constantly hungry. This is why Morpeko is always carrying around berry seeds, protecting them with care. They serve as a snack. When experiencing prolonged hunger, the balance of hormones within Morpeko's body changes. This causes fur color to change and triggers more aggressive and volatile behavior. The energy stored in its cheek sacs also changes from electric to dark type, which I don't know how it managed to do that, but it's very interesting. Morpeko's ability, Hunger Switch, is a new ability to introduce these titles. The ability causes Morpeko to change its appearance with each turn. Morpeko's signature move or will change its type depending on Morpeko's form. In full belly mode, the move is electric type, while in hangry mode, the move becomes dark type. Yep. The reason I don't like this Pokemon is because I am tired of Pikachu likes. That is a one-sentence summary. I do not believe having so many rodent Pokemon as we do with the same eyes, well, not eye cell in this case, but cheek sacs, general look, general potato kind of design. I'm getting a little tired of it, and I feel like it's robbing creativity. Pikachu Clones rob creativity. That's my basic opinion. And I know Pikachu's the mascot, so I understand why it's being done, but I don't think that's a good reason, personally. I don't think it's a good reason to base a Pokemon off of the most popular Pokemon. I think that, if anything, robs the uniqueness of that original, popular Pokemon, too. So, Cramorant, anything here? A voracious eater. Cramorant is insatiable. Here's better art, actually. Here's some better art of... can we look at a bigger version? No? Okay. Here's better art of that fish. So, when it comes to food, it'll try to swallow anything it can fit in its mouth. Sometimes it will swallow things that aren't its intended prey, spitting them out in a hurry once it realizes it's a mistake. Oh, so not only does it like to eat a lot, but it will also swallow things without even thinking about it. Yeah, I can understand why there's art of this bird of the vor inclination. Gosh dang it. Nom first, ask questions later seems to be this thing's intentions. Cramorant can be forgetful, yeah. But it will never forget a trainer it grows to trust. However, it seems that even trainers will face fierce attacks from their Cramorant if they try to steal its food. Cramorant's ability, Gulp Missile, is a new ability introduced in these titles and can be triggered during battles. After Cramorant uses Surf or Dive, it will return with a catch in its mouth. If it takes damage while in the state, Cramorant will retaliate by spitting out its catch at the attacker. I'm really curious, though. If it doesn't get attacked, will it do something else with the fish? Probably. Pokemon's very much like U-Turn. Well, it seems to be a bit of a dumb bird, to be honest, but... then we got Poltergeist. What's the play on words here? Oh, Poltergeist. It took me this long to notice the T part. Poltergeist. I'm so stupid. Poltergeist's body is made from black tea. I like black tea. And it's said to have a very distinct aroma and flavor. It will only allow a trader to trust to sample its tea. However, drinking too much can lead to indigestion or an upset stomach, so be careful. Many Poltergeists make their home inside hotels and restaurants, disguise themselves, and hide amongst the tableware. They can pour their power into leftover tea and create even more of their kind, so they're often treated as pests. Oh, they can propagate by doing this, too. Well, what else have we got? I mean, we got the camp information. We already watched the video. This is a really cute picture. I think Cramorant is having a little bit of trouble here, though. A Corviknight is slightly better than Cramorant, I believe, as far as power levels go. Oh, goodness. So, you can cap almost anywhere if you're out of the region. You can just cap right then and there. Enjoy a moment of relaxation and fun with your Pokemon and your party through Pokemon Camp. Watch your Pokemon closely as they have fun camping as they play together, and you might discover a new side to them you don't normally get to see. Just give it a call to any Pokemon that's far away, and they'll happily come to you. You can play your Pokemon while camping. There are several toys that your Pokemon will enjoy. You can play with a Poketoy or a variety of bouncing balls. Okay, nothing too new here, aside from that adorable artwork. That's pretty adorable artwork. Cramorant is trying to eat Corviknight. I think that won't work out well for Cramorant. Go back! What? What's wrong? What do you want? I've gone back. There was something more below. Was there? Oh, there was. I'm sorry. I didn't notice that. Let's see. Make curry out of rice. The dish is all the rage. Curries are hugely popular. Nothing too new here. There's a curry dex. We've learned this. There's a curry dex. Oh my god, I'm going to have to complete the curry dex. It's only appropriate considering my food nature. Taste Rainbow Buffet class. Okay. Your Pokemon's HP was restored by half. Your Pokemon gained a few experience points. Kruki and the rest of your party got friendly towards you. It seems like cooking can actually give Pokemon experience, restore their HP, as well as probably increase friendship levels. Maybe it can do other things too. Who knows? It's interesting that it can give experience, actually. Yeah, you can stop by other people's camps. If you come across a tip while using local communication or when connected to the internet, it's a sign that other players have their Pokemon camp there. Take one of your party Pokemon with you, so why not have a look and join their camp? One of your party Pokemon? Because we saw, like, all the evolutions in Eevee, which totals up to... How many evolutions is that again? 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then 1. And then... Yeah. So... No, that actually would be 7, so that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, I'm stupid. There's 9. There's 10. There's 10 evolutions in total, counting Eevee. So wait, how did they get 10 then? If you can only bring 1. If you can only bring 1. Maybe, multiple people. More than 1. Yeah, duh, there's 4 people here. So that makes sense, because you got 6, and then you got... Wait, that still doesn't add up right. Because you got the 6 for the original team member, and then you got 3 guests, so they bring their 3 Pokemon. You'd have 9. So where's the 10th one come from? Oh, wait, there's actually only 9 here. But, oh. Wait, no, 9 is 9. I'm bad at counting. We've learned today that I am bad at counting. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, what else we got? Trade Pokemon is easy with surprise trades. What are surprise trades? Is this like mystery gift? In these games, you can use Wycom to do things like trade Pokemon, have link battles via the internet, or local communication. If you see a stat pop up during your adventure, it might be a sign that another player is looking for somebody to connect with. You'll be able to trade and have link battles. It can also be an invitation for people who've never met before. I made a Scrummy mill with my Pokemon. Fancy a curry. What's a Scrummy? Scrummy? Is that like Crummy, but more crummy? Okay. I'm not sure. One of the features is surprise trade. Select a Pokemon for one of your boxes. You're willing to trade. That's it. Okay, cool. You're gonna trade. Scrummy means delicious? I've never heard of this word. It's 1 letter away from crummy. It does not sound good. It does not sound like a good thing. It's do tell. Is that British slang, perhaps? Because I've never heard of this word. Okay, scrumptious. Scrumptious. Okay, that makes more sense. I don't use that word very often. It is Wonder Trade, yes. The game will keep trying to match you with a trade party as you engage in Pokemon battles and other activities while exploring Galar. So you don't have to hunt. You can just set up a Pokemon and trade. And if local community, you can trade for someone around you before you know what's happening. Head out to lots of different places. You'll see if you can get a surprise trade. You won't know what Pokemon you get in exchange for it. If you're lucky, you might end up with a rare Pokemon. I don't know if, somebody might do that. I feel like surprise trades won't ever have really anything good, but who knows? Who knows? And then, of course, the clothing system. People put up their breeding rejects and want to trade. Oh, that's true. You could end up with a good Pokemon through that. So as you travel, you'll come across boutiques and hair salons. I noticed the plural. I wonder if different ones have different outfits. Let's see. Boutiques always have a wide selection, and they'll be your go-to spots. You can mix and match styles. Boutiques in different towns and cities have different items for sale, so keep your eyes open for that perfect outfit while you oh god, I'm gonna have to do fashion souls, guys, and buy all the outfits. That's just what I do with these sort of things. Especially if you get different outfits in different places, that's gonna just encourage me. Fashion mod. Let you choose your haircut and hair color, style your eyebrows, even swap out your color contacts, spice up your adventure by changing your look to match your favorite outfit or uniform you wear during your gym challenge. They seem like they're kind of pricey though. $2,100 for hoodies. That person's kind of rich though. $67,000. They can buy a few. And then we got the league card, which we already looked that up. We already got that video. You can use the card maker function of Rotomi. Rotomi? Obviously, that's based on Rotom. What is Rotomi exactly? Is that... Was that... Okay, was that what the Rotom was called in Sun and Moon, by the way? Or what? Because I know of the Dex Rotom. Rotom Dex is Sun and Moon. So what is Rotomi? Like, what? Rotom Phone. I don't get the name reference then. But we've already seen this in the video pretty much. Nothing too crazy here. What else we got? Anything else interesting? I feel like we've hit the most interesting stuff at this point. Going over the Pokemon, going over the newest features. I think that's probably good for now. But overall, yeah, I'm looking forward to the games. I'm a little bit, you know, wondering. Story, there's not a whole lot here that I already don't know, so it's really not much for story yet. It's kind of pretty hidden at this point. We know about a few of the characters. I could look them up, but I think I'm good. I'm more interested in the Pokemon. So, though I have to say that gym leader right there, I like that design. What is up with this kid? I hope they improve the evil team. The evil team doesn't seem that interesting yet, so hopefully they will. I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to see. November 15th. Like I said, I'm going to get a release day. So hopefully, there will be a stream from me on November 15th. The only hurdle there is that I have to use the bus to get to EB Games that day. I won't be able to get help from my boyfriend. And I'm terrible at bus systems and tend to get lost when I use them. So if you don't see me on November 15th very quickly, you can probably assume I got lost. Bus systems confuse my brain. I never understand where I'm going on them. So it's quite possible that might happen. Oh well, if it does. I'm going to try to get my boyfriend to write me like a step-by-step guide of which things to get on, which things to get off, you know, etc. I'll try to stay safe. But, yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be streaming this on release day, because that'll be great. If not, it'll be streamed the next day. So, yeah. That was a little look at the Sword and Shield website.